Lines. Hello, Future Bing. Good morning, Future Bing. This weekend was weird. It had a lot of ups and downs. On Saturday, I spent most of the day working on PBFB, shooting stuff for the previous episode, and also catching up on some editing. And then I braved the storm to take one of my paintings over to Calum's house.
Calum, my boy. Oh my god, let me hear this. So gross.
Storm Dennis.
Dennis now.
Dennis.
It was Kiara last week.
Yeah, and now it's Dennis.
I just kind of wrapped it up in
Bin liner.
and a bit of bubble wrap to protect it from the rain.
Oh wow, look at that.
This is the first canvas I ever put paint on, so the idea that somebody would want it on their wall and actually want to give me some money for it is amazing. I'm not a good painter, and I will never be a professional painter, and I'm under no grand delusions about that. I am a caveman throwing stuff at a canvas and seeing what happens. Our painters out there, I'm not coming for your jobs. After that, we went into London to the same Weatherspoons we saw George at, the same spoons that I started this project at. This is becoming a recurring theme, and I'm not a fan of that, but we were there to celebrate the leaving of our friend Jamie. Jamie Spicer-Lewis, a close friend of mine, a collaborator, an amazing animator, has decided to move back to his hometown for a while. The series he's been working on came to an end, so did his job. And at the same time, all his housemates for the last few years are going their separate ways. As always, it was lovely to catch up with people. Daniel Dobbs was there, Dean Dobbs, who I haven't seen in months and months. We all chatted and shared stories, and C-Money tried to poison us with these colourful shots, but we survived, and it was a nice send-off for a close friend.
How are you? Yeah.
Look at this old man.
It's not a million miles. Nottinghamshire, we're in a village called Brinsley in Nottingham.
Hey, George, this is what it looks like when you book tables. But also when there's a really big storm and they're not serving food.
Wait, they're not serving food.
Well, now I've got that. I hope Jamie is happy and healthy wherever he is, and it's not like we're not going to see him. If anything, we might see him more, because they lived in a really awkward place to get to. It's times like this that you're reminded that London feels like a beachfront that needs to be stormed. Like we're constantly attacking and attacking and attacking, and then forced to retreat, to concede ground, only to stage a new attack. Jamie stormed the beachfront. He was on his grind as a freelance animator for many years. He was brilliant and he was courageous, and he got an amazing job working on an animated series, but now he has to fall back and rethink his next steps. I'm really well dug in now to my trenches, but a year ago I was not. I fell back to Matt and Katie's, and then I fell back to Sean Hannah's, and then I fell back to my sister's, and then I fell back all the way to Wells Next to the Sea with my parents, and I had to mount a new attack on London. I feel shades of that now as well, being almost as financially precarious as I was back in 2016. Like this city is rearing up, ready to swallow me whole, and if I'm not careful, I'm gonna get eaten. And then I guess in this metaphor, pooped back out into the sea. So I'm currently doing everything I can to try and stop that from happening. Nothing quite lights a fire under your ass, Future Bing, like not having any money and needing more money than you could earn. I've been checking things off my to-do list that have been there for weeks, months. I've had furniture I needed to sell, selling it. I've had electronics I needed to get rid of. I went to CEX, I did it. I sold them. I'm working so hard right now to catch up on a treadmill that's just like a little bit too high for me. So today is just a grind through stuff you need to do day, Future Bing. I still have stuff to do for the Hi-Fi Spaceship Kickstarter, let alone the PBFB Kickstarter. I really, really hoped that would all be done by the time this series started, but then I had 6 months where I couldn't do things. I need to get those CDs designed. I need to get them sent off. I need to make the instrumentals for that. I'm gonna do that this week. For a year now, I've been the head of the social media team for Ed's World. And it's been amazing. In just 12 months, we've gone from not having an Instagram to 50,000 followers on Instagram. We have an efficient and functioning online store. We're about to celebrate the 1-year birthday of the Discord server, which I started. We're gonna have a little drawing competition. It's gonna be great. And fingers crossed, we have a new animated short in the works. I hope it doesn't take much longer to make, and I'm not sitting here in a year's time saying, yeah, we made one video in a whole year. I hope it comes out soon. I'm also recording lines for my friend John's animated series Michael and James. He was kind enough to ask if I would play a bad guy called Shallot, who is obsessed with a thing called a blue onion. It's a whole thing. You can watch it. I'll put a link in the down.
He sounds a bit like this. He's
like angry me, right? He's like, hurrah! But a little bit of like more in the throat, like a kind of Nixon, Matt Berry kind of vibe. He's like,
yes, the blue onion. Fetch me the blue onion. Fetch it to me. Fetch me the blue onion. I will have it.
Stuff like that. It's really fun, but it fucks up my throat a little bit. I'm not a trained voice actor. Again, I'm not coming for anyone's jobs. I'm not a voice actor either. Although maybe one day I'd like to have a bit more range.
Oh yes. Bring me the blue onion. Nisman, Tinty, send some men out there to get rid of them. We must extinguish their trail before it's blazed. Tinty, fetch it for me.
I'm gonna do the rest of this episode as Shallot.
I'm feeling incredibly productive lately, Future Bing. Nothing quite lights a fire under the ass like being in debt to Her Majesty's government. Taxman! Taxman! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like Icarus! I flew too close to the sun. I did not plan. I did not make a budget. And now I am drowning in the consequences. Forced to restorm the economic beaches. But it's okay. Things could be a lot worse. And I'm incredibly blessed, incredibly privileged. I promise not to complain too much more. Economic injustice is all around us, and it's not happening to me. I did this. I am not a victim of the system, but there are many out there. I do not pretend to understand their struggle, but it still sucks. Bye, Future Bing. May you successfully storm the beaches. May you successfully mount your own attack on London. Figuratively speaking, of course. I know you're watching, Metropolitan Police. Would anyone like to buy a painting?